Welcome to NFL Chaos with Jeremy. I am Jeremy. I bring the chaos. Hey, we were on a little while ago, a few hours ago. We had something good going, and then I had to go for a good reason. I went on to Peo's channel. We did some drafting. He was using a different simulator, and it did not like my picks that much. The simulator gives you a ranking, and boy, did it hate me. But you know what? That gives me hope. That gives me hope that some of these great players that we've discovered are secrets, and that the secret is not out on a lot of guys. It didn't like, I took Christian Watson in the third round, and it gave me an F. I mean, that's a pretty bad simulator. But anyway, we'll be right back, or I'll be right back right after this. I like Hutchinson the best, and I don't think Linderbaum is worth a top 10 pick. Thibodeau slipped, and I am going to grab Thibodeau. The Giants took Khalil Elam. Good for them. Kenyon Green is a guarantee in my mind. He would be such a dream pick right here. Evan Neal is still on the board. I'm not going to pick this now. That 44 pick could be tight end. That 44 pick could be a good linebacker, a good safety. We could drop back one pick and pick up a second rounder for New Orleans. We got options here. We do have options here. We have options here. There's no question about it. But, we have to find out what those options are, because we don't know. We don't know what those options are yet. We're going to find out when we hit the draft, the actual draft. Well, we'll have a little bit better idea with free agency too, because we have to look at what we get this set up. We have to look at what the teams that pick before us pick up also. Everyone forgets about that. We always talk about giving away information with our free agency picks, but what about looking at what Jacksonville does in free agency? I don't know where they are with money. Doesn't who they sign give us an idea of who they might take at one? What about Houston? What about who they lose, who they cut? Doesn't this give us some information? Isn't there information or things to be learned by free agency, not only about the Jets, but free agency will help us understand what the teams that pick before us might do. Who are they going to pick? Who are they going to cut? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We don't know. So a lot of that is going to be determined by free agency. So the next few weeks before the draft, or the next month before the draft, let's see, man, what is it? Like March 20th? I mean, it's like 6 weeks away. So we got free agency coming. It's coming pretty quickly. And it's going to be here Monday, right? Where it's hampering, whatever the hell they call it, where they pretty much announce deals anyway. And then we're going to jump right into all the deals, all the things are going to be happening. And the next thing you know, the draft will come around and we're going to have a lot more information. But I forgot about that. I keep on thinking, we're going to know what we're going to do based on what the Jets do. But what we forgot about Jacksonville, Houston, Detroit. What are they going to do? What are the teams before us going to do? So Young Spaghetti is asking if you need me to come. I might have people come on after, man. I'll keep that in mind. Try to get people back that were here before. We had a lot of people here, and I left to do the Payo Time show, which was great. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for coming over there, Young Spaghetti. I appreciate your participation over there. But, now I'm back here, and nobody knows I'm back. So hopefully some people will figure it out. Join the stream. We'll get some people here, get some more questions. I really enjoyed the question part. It was a lot of fun, that like getting so many questions and getting to talk about so many things like Deshaun Watson and this and that. And Harry wasn't here before, and now he's here now. So that's cool. Welcome, Harry. I've had a busy afternoon. I got home from work early because it's before our spring break. We had a half day. And I got to go on a little earlier. Got some friends from England that were happy with the time. And it was going really well. But then I went on to Payo Times channel and we did some drafting over there. It's really funny. It's like the first part of the draft, I get to go and do like 5 picks before he gets to go. So I'm basically doing a regular Jets draft. Then he gets to do a couple of picks. It goes back to me. And then after we pick our final pick, he got like 8 picks left. And it's just me watching him, do the Rams like in the 200s type picks and just pick up all these kind of like back end guys. And but it was a lot of fun. It got to a point where the last 4 or 5 picks he made, there weren't even players guys that were left on the board. I think the only guy left on the board that I helped him pick or gave him advice on was Kroll, the tight end. That was recommended by some Jets content guy. He's like, Kroll is like, I guess, the bottom of the list. When we list all the tight ends we would want as Jets fans, Kroll is like on the bottom of that list with like Cole Turner. Like those are the couple of lower end guys. I know Rusty got a lot of us excited about Otten, Cade Otten. We watched his tape here. He's pretty good. So Cade Otten is a good one. And then we like all those other guys like Jeremy Ruckert and Jake Ferguson and McBride. And even though we don't like Likely for the Jets, we all know that Likely will probably go in the second round for a team that's more interested in a receiving tight end. I don't know that we're not going to be interested in him. It's not like a fact. It's not written in stone like that. There's no way we're going to, there's no way that the guarantee that we're not going to take Isaiah Likely just because we as Jet fans don't think he could block. Maybe Joe Douglas will disagree. Maybe he'll think that he's going to be a perfectly fine blocker and that he's going to help Zach Wilson and be an amazing weapon. We don't know for sure. We do believe, based on the Senior Bowl, it appears or it seems to people that the Jets really love Trey McBride. So if we end up taking Trey McBride fairly early, like in the second round with one of those picks, it will not surprise me. The one thing we have to say is he going to be there? So I'm tipsy. I had a long week of work. So is this your first job or first week at a new job? And are you in an office? That's hard to imagine you in an office. I see you more as like in a catering hall, like the maitre d' or the guy that runs, like part of the kitchen or something. Like I see you more like in that world. You know what I mean? Like before you find your way in the world, that you start off like definitely in catering. I could see you back there going, yeah, baby, we need 80 prime ribs and 40 chickens. Let's get it out, send it in. Like I could totally see you doing that. Imagining you in an office is just like, wow. I mean, how could you even last in an office? I mean, you're a wild man, but it would be great if you are. Hey, Afram, what's going on? Just trying to get things started up again, man. We were hot before, but I guess now it's later. It's 9:10 on a Friday in New York, so I guess a lot of guys have already went out. You guys are out on the town, but just here to finish up. Jeffrey Reed, what's going on, man? I'm here to finish up on something I started before. This morning, I try to come live real quick and show a draft. Let me see if I still got it here. I was trying to show a draft that I had put together. Oh, look at that. I'm at 312 subscribers. How did that happen? I'm not going to complain. That's pretty cool. So I had no sounds, and I was like talking for like 10 minutes and had no idea that I didn't have any sounds. It was kind of humiliating when I saw Tom Bon Jovi with a post that says, "We can't hear you. You have no sounds." Part one was I never got to the draft after. Like I wanted to show the results of a draft and do a draft, but everybody was like, there was like over 20 people. Everybody's asking questions. We got into a big conversation, and the next thing you know, I had to go to Payo Times channel and do a draft over there. So I didn't have time to get to the draft now. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to show the results of the draft from this morning. I created a video. I ended up deleting it because there was no sound, called "The Greatest Draft That Ever," Part 2. And I said, or 2.0, because I already had done a video that claimed I had the best draft ever. But I have a new best draft ever. I'm going to show that. This is the best draft there ever was in the history of mock drafting. Green Bean has never done this. Ryan has never done this. Matt O'Leary has never done this. None of those guys have had a draft like this. Okay? None of them. So check out this draft. Okay? Because this is absolutely insane. With number 4, I took Kayvon Thibodeau. Pure luck that he was there, right? Pure luck. But when I got to that number 10th pick, I made a move, man. I made a move. And I can only say, some people say I got lucky, that there's no way I could have known. No, I pulled out my Joe Douglas and I read the board and I said, I just feel the way things are going that Ekwonu is going to slip. And that why should I take Ekwonu at 10 when I can get him later and get some draft capital? So I made the brilliant decision, the decision that Green Bean would not have been able to make. I made the decision that Ryan would not have been able to make. I made the decision that only J. Cole would have been able to make. I said, I'm going to trade, and I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to get my guy, but I'm going to get us some draft capital. And that's how I got Ikem Ekwonu at 31. But only after adding pick 63, pick 95, and pick 135, and a second rounder in 2023 from Cincinnati. I fleeced them. I fleeced them. Let me say that again. I fleeced them. Okay? It was a fleecing because I got my guy. Where is he? Right there. I don't want to give away the rest of the draft. I'm not up to that yet. I got Ekwonu. You got to love that, right? Then I get Jaquan Brisker at 35. How the hell did I? We'll go over who they took. Brisker not at 35. Are you kidding me? Jaquan Brisker, you don't think he's, I think you're saying that you don't think he's going to slip, right? Or are you saying I went out of order? I took Brisker because they, for some weird reason, have McBride ranked way too low. I want Sauce really bad too, but come on, man. As a Jet fan, if we got Thibodeau and Ekwonu in the first round, that is a win right there. Nothing else matters if we got those two. That's insane, right? But then to get Jaquan Brisker and fill in that safety spot, and to get Trey McBride, and I know this would never happen. Ekwonu would never go to 31. The first thing I said, there was no sound to capture this, but I said, Gitmo Bob is going to say that would never happen. And he's right. This would never happen. Never. But it's still amazing to dream about. Like, I mean, it happened on the simulator. It'll never happen in real life, but can't we enjoy it? Let's enjoy this for what it is. This is a miracle. Okay? I mean, we got Thibodeau, Ekwonu, Brisker, McBride. And then check this out. At 63, we get Chad Momo. We get a tight end. Okay? And we get Roger McCreary at 69. McCreary. Oh, my God. What is going on with this draft? And then at 95, we get Rachaad White. Now, look, running back, a lot of people lean a lot of different ways at running back. But I want to say, there are people who love, there are people who love Muma. There are people who, I love McCreary. If you haven't watched his tape, go onto YouTube and search Roger McCreary. He's got great hands. He gets his hands in there. He's a ball hawk, man. He's gonna force some turnovers. Rachaad White, he's a green bean boy. He's really popular. He was good in the Senior Bowl. We really enjoyed watching him. Good player. Verone McKinley is a Dom C guy. Super sweet, good safety. So we got two top-notch safeties. I mean, there's our safeties 1 and 2 of the future. We're bringing back Joyner. We got Elijah Riley as backup. We got Ashton Davis as backup. I mean, it's a stack room. Suddenly we have competition. Yeah, I know. No way, right? Jeffrey Reed, it's like everything aligns. Like everything just aligned. I mean, you can't blame me. I'm just a guy doing a mock draft. I can't help it if these guys are available. And then look at this at 116, Jeremy Ruckert. Are you kidding me? Jeremy Ruckert at 116. Are you kidding me? And then I tack on an extra linebacker in Leo Chenal. So not only did we got Muma, but we got Leo. Leo is a good shot. You know what I mean? He's a good throw. He could bust, or he might not even be the right fit for us. But I'll tell you something about Leo Chanel. I have never seen somebody with a get off like Leo Chanel. This guy is in the backfield the second the ball is snapped and he's in the backfield. It is absolutely the most insane thing. I don't know if he can play in the dirt, like hands in the dirt, because that's what we would need him to do. I think we'd need him to play in the dirt, hands in the dirt, because we don't blitz linebackers, but sometimes we blitz linebackers, and this guy knows how to get to the quarterback. For 146, I figure we needed a developmental tackle. So Cunningham is a name I recognize as a reasonable guy, a shot, developmental. The one thing this draft leaves out is wide receiver. But if you go to Rusty Spooner, he'll tell you that Kyle Phillips more than fills the void. As far as if you're gonna go for your wide receiver late, Kyle Phillips is the guy to go for. And then we get a 2023. We get Cincinnati second round pick. So look at this. What did we do here? Okay, here's what we did. We got a potential alpha defensive edge. You put him with Carl Lawson, and this guy pans out, and we are out of control. Okay, if Carl Lawson doesn't return to 100%, at least we got a stud in Thibodeaux, a potential stud. Okay, we're gonna do a mock. I see you out there, Spaghetti. Ekwonu, there's our right tackle. ABT Ekwonu for forever. Maybe Ekwonu ends up at tackle. It probably does. We just have to be a little patient and let that happen. Little Dookie Stain says, "Hey, Mr. K." Obviously a student. So we get Ekwonu. Then we get a safety. I think he could be safety one. Jaquan Brisker, he's probably the third best safety coming out in a very deep draft for safety. We get Trey McBride, tight end one. We get Chad Muma, who could be probably our best linebacker after CJ's gone, unless he restructures. But stud starting linebacker right off the bat. Roger McCreary, I don't know, man. He might take away Eccles' job. Maybe not year one. We'll see. But it's just another potential quality cornerback being thrown into the room. Maybe even a CB1 someday. Has a boyfriend I'm talking about. Oh my God. Okay, we'll talk about that in a second, Spaghetti. Rashad White, running back, Verone McKinley. So I went over it again. That's a crazy draft. It'll never happen. But we could dream, right? We could dream. There's nothing wrong with dreaming, so let's dream that could actually happen and we can get that draft. But yeah, you wanted to do a mock draft? We'll do a mock draft. Let's do this. I guess I'll erase this. Start new sim. Let's see. Here we go. Fast. I haven't shared it, guys. I know I unshared, so I'll go back to it. Okay. So, okay. Yeah, that's right off the bat, Spaghetti. Let's just say this. Okay? Spaghetti, there are others. There are other girls out there. The girl you fell in love with, that wasn't love, that was called lust. You didn't know her long enough. You didn't even know she had a boyfriend. So obviously, it was not love. You have to become their friend first, get to know them before you fall in love with them. And if you did that, you would have known she had a boyfriend, right? So what you should do now is be her friend, because boyfriends don't always last forever. Boyfriends don't always become husbands. So you be a legitimate friend, and then you move on. And then one day, maybe you'll be the shoulder she cries on. You never know. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. Hey, Mr. K, that's got to be a student, right? No, but it doesn't look like a student in the picture. I don't know. Maybe it's one of the... I don't know. Okay. Can you please have a draft like that in real life? Man, I wish. I wish. If we had a draft like that in real life. We're not going to have a draft like that, but I think it's reasonable to say that we're going to pick up a lot of talent in the draft. We have a lot of picks. We're going to pick up talent. What's this? What are you saying? Some show respect to their teacher, Mr. Dookie. He's a great man. He needed. I know you talk about that with the friend zone and everything. Yeah, it's not a good place to find out you are. But at the same time, if there's, if it's truly love, you know, be her friend now, and then later on down the road, if she breaks up with her boyfriend, then maybe he ends up, being the right guy for her. And if not, then there's nothing he could do. He was her friend. If that's not enough, and she doesn't have those feelings, she doesn't have those feelings. I mean, what could you do? What could you do? So we're going to do another mock draft. I wanted to give people more time to get here, but I think that I waited too late. It's late on the East Coast. There's no one around. There's not as many people around. So we will go ahead anyway. And let's do, I have it set up. I'm going to share screen. Boom. Share. Here we go. We are set up. It's that fast, that easy. And suddenly when I hit this Let's Draft button, we're in business. And here we go. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at that. That's the first time I've ever seen this happen. Check this out. I'm going to zoom in. It's the first time I've ever seen this happen. Sauce Gardner went with the third pick. Now, to be fair, Houston has picked Booth a lot, which is absolutely ridiculous. So I guess instead of Booth, they finally realized if you're going to take a cornerback at 3, you take the Sauce Man. The one thing that this does that makes it interesting for us, we might cry about Sauce Gardner, or we could celebrate. And that's why I love our draft position, because we're going to get better no matter what happens. Because you'll notice Aiden Hutchinson's on the board. So what I'm going to do is, before I run to the podium to take Aiden Hutchinson, I'm going to have some of these imitation brands Pringles and have a snack. Well, we know how Afram feels about it. What's interesting is there's no trade offers. Okay. I hope Mess was around to see that. He loves it when I eat. That was my first snack. So Dallas wants to trade up, and they're offering us their second and third round pick to do it. Offers. So let's look at these. Arizona wants to give us their first and second and next year's third to trade down to 23. They're like Pringles, but they're not Pringles. They're from this company that delivers meals to us. They call them crisps, but they're Pringles. Kansas City wants to give us a huge haul, but they want us to go back all the way to 30. 30 to 10, I want 2 first rounders. You know what I mean? Like, I want their first round, another first round, and like 2 seconds. You know what I mean? Like, they have to give a lot more. Like, take away 94 in this offer and make that next year's first. Sells a deal. Possibly. And Atlanta wants to go back to 43. I think we're going to ignore the trades. Kyle Hamilton is on the board. At 10, you know what I mean? What players were taken after? I'll show you. What players were taken? Here we go. Let me make this bigger for you. Vanille Tuma Gardner, Hutchinson, Garrett Wilson at 5. Green, Aquano, unfortunately, to 7. The Giants got him. Olavi, gone. 2 receivers. And Seattle grabs a quarterback, Matt Corral. I doubt that's happening. But Kyle Hamilton, he's great value at 10, guys. I know people, no safety. That's awesome value at 10. You know? So I think that you have to take Hamilton here. I really do. I think once you get to who else are you really going to grab? I mean, you could argue now if Rusty was here, he would say take a trade and get a lot of picks and get Nakobe Dean. So are any of you? So let me take a little survey in the chat. Would you like to see Nakobe Dean and a lot more draft capital, or would you rather see Kyle Hamilton become a Jet right now? Let's see. The trades will get us Nakobe Dean or Lloyd right at linebacker, but I'll show you. I'll show them again. Okay, so forget. Okay, so Dallas is willing to give a 24, a 56, and an 88. First, second, and third. Okay. Do we get Nakobe Dean at 24? I don't know. There's a strong possibility we would. Okay. Arizona says 23, 55, and a third next year. It doesn't seem as good as Dallas's offer. And then the next two picks, the problem with that is we don't get blue chip players. So my instinct tells me that Dallas is the best offer. It's not a bad deal. And Kyle Hamilton is the only guy left really that is tempting me at all, and he's a safety. And we can get a safety in the second round, or, it just doesn't seem as desperate. As good as Hamilton's going to be. If Sauce Gardner was here, I'm going to say yes and get us some draft capital. Just a second. Now, Baltimore wants us to go down to 32. It's a ridiculous offer. This is a horrendously bad offer. So I say no. Pittsburgh, another bad offer. New Orleans, another bad offer. Not interested. Let's stick to our plan. Okay? I look on the board and I see Nakobe Dean, nice and juicy. It's a Rusty Spooner special. I know some of you wanted Hamilton, but man, wait until Nakobe Dean lights up. I mean, literally lights up the NFL. Okay? So we're going to take Nakobe Dean and get our linebacker for the next 10 years. I'm going to reject this trade because it's Buffalo. I'm not trading down to 53 with the Raiders. They can go kick tires. So look at this. Right away, I see something I really like. I see Jaquan Brisker on top of that board. Okay? Now, if Brisker's there at 35, let me see. What picks do I have? 56. Okay. So we're probably going to lose someone valuable that we want. But Dean is too small. Yeah, people say he's too small. Look, I don't know. Lloyd is much better. Okay. All right. Next time I'll take Lloyd. I mean, to me, it's one half a dozen, half of another. I know you're saying Zion, Harry. I hear you. I think we can get him with the next pick. Jaquan Brisker is really not supposed to be here right now. Pick Hamilton. It would be nice to have a stud safety, I mean, we got a stud linebacker, I think. I know Joe doesn't agree, but I think we got a stud linebacker. I think we got Hutchinson at edge. I think we're doing really great with the defense here. We can totally turn this defense around. Zion will be taken by Giants. It's a very strong possibility he will, young spaghetti. But he might not. It's hard to turn to, I guess because we didn't get Aquano, we have no choice. We have to just secure Johnson and hope Brisker slips. Lewis Cine is there, so we can always get Lewis Cine, who's not a bad option. Okay, let's not gamble. Let's just take Zion Johnson because there's no one left after him. There really isn't. There's no one left as far as offensive line, right? So if we addressed it in free agency, good for us. If we addressed it in free agency, I just want to say this very clearly. If we sign Lincoln Tomlinson or Daniels out of Chicago, we do not take Zion Johnson here. We take Jaquan Brisker. But we don't know that that's going to happen, so I'm going to take Zion Johnson right now. Boom. Okay, so we got him. Holy shit, Jaquan Brisker slipped. Okay. I'm not trading then. No way. No trades. We just got away with murder. I know what you're thinking. You're all thinking McBride, right? It's a deep draft for tight end, guys. Jaquan Brisker is just sitting there, man. He's really, really good. He's really special. I'm telling you. I think that we have to take him. Because we can get a good wide receiver. We can still get a good tight end later. There's a big drop. Once Brisker and Lewis Cine are gone, there's a big drop in safety. Except, Kirby Joseph we can get later, but that's rolling dice, in my opinion. Oh, man. I don't want to miss out on McBride, but guys, passing on a tight end is so unlike you, Jeremy. I know. You're right. Trey McBride's so good. But so's Brisker. Man. I guess we can get Kirby Joseph later. Yeah, you say Pickens is a first-round wide receiver. I don't know if I agree with that. I really don't. I don't see that. I think everybody's just, you see him. Look, it's the team he plays for. We see him on TV all the time. Rah, rah, rah. I think, I don't know about Pickens. I think he's good. I think he'll be, I don't think, I would much rather have Watson. There's lots of guys I like better than Pickens. I'm sorry. I'm not a big Pickens guy. I like him in the third or fourth round. I liked it when they had him really low. But I'm not a George Pickens guy this early. There's no way. I just don't think that's the right. I think we need to resolve tight ends, and with everybody gone, Schultz gone, Gesicki gone, everybody tag their tight ends. We just have to get the best tight ends. We have to get Trey McBride. I'm taking him. Sorry. Let's see. Now remember, we gain draft capital, so we might be able to save ourselves here. Again, we're not going to save ourselves at safety for the time being. So it's not going to be a safety, but we have to look at what linebackers are. We already got linebackers, so we need to look at what wide receivers are available. I don't like these trades. Okay, so look at that. Look who's sitting right there for us. There's two wide receivers there. They're both. I like Alec Pierce, but not as much as Christian Watson. Is there anyone that doesn't think I should take Christian Watson right now? Is Pickens still there even? I don't think Pickens is still there. Let me look. There's no way I'm taking Pickens over Watson, though. Who am I fooling? Look how low they have Pickens ranked there. There's a reason he's ranked a lot lower. There's a reason. I'm telling you. I know he played for, it's always exciting. He played for Georgia. He makes big plays. I get it. It doesn't mean he's going to be a good NFL wide receiver or a great NFL wide receiver. It doesn't. I'm sorry. It just doesn't. I know that Christian Watson's a little bit riskier. A little bit. North Dakota State. Look, the guy is a jet. He is the fastest guy. He's freaking 6'4", 6'5". I can't pass on Christian Watson. It's just too good. I'm taking him. Okay, here we are at 69. I think we still need a safety. Let's reject this trade. Let's go to the big board. I think it's too soon still. Oh, Leon O'Neal Jr. Who liked Leon O'Neal Jr.? I want to give you guys a say. I mean, even though I love Kirby Joseph, Someone mentioned Leon O'Neal Jr. So is that who we want? I'll let you guys pick this one. I mean, we should probably go safety. Here we go. Let's look at what we've done. We got our edge. We got a linebacker. So we got our linebacker and edge. We didn't get a cornerback yet. We didn't get a safety. So our secondary is still hurting. We got Zion Johnson. So we're good there. We got our tight end. We're good there. We got our potential number one, WR1 or WR2. Okay, so we're good there. I feel like I never listened to Joe Grana, so I kind of want to give him like the chance to be the contributor. And he's a big O'Neal guy. I just, before I do that, want to see the defense. So it addresses safety, so that's good. I like that. There's one guy on the board that tempts me left at cornerback, and that, Kobe Bryant from Cincinnati. He's kind of he's a little bit of a temptation right now. I'm not gonna lie. I know that if Don C was here, he would say take Kobe Bryant and get Kirby Joseph later. I know he would say that, but I promised that I would listen to you guys. So let's. Ooh, look, there's two safety. Okay, I hope you're right. If we sign Marcus Williams in free agency, no way. Do we definitely take Kobe Bryant. So, but I'm gonna take Leon O'Neal. Let's let Joe Grana have a part in this. Boom. And if he turns out to be a big star, if he's like a stud safety, then Joe Grana gets to come back here next year and say, "Hey, Jeremy, remember I tipped you on O'Neal." You know what I mean? And then we all have to like bow down. I love how you guys are so behind me because now I get Harry W coming in and saying Colby. Okay, let's reject. Reject. Look, we're never going to make everybody happy, right? Kirby Joseph is still there. I just want to say that. Kirby Joseph is still there. We could double up on safety right now. Let's hit the cornerback. Cornerback, we're kind of screwed. I mean, the only one left at all is Jalen Armour Davis or Josh Jobe. Josh Jobe is a guy, Alabama. He was injured, but without the injury, Josh Kobe probably goes a lot higher. He lost a lot of stock value. I don't mind doubling up at no, I don't have to do it in that position, but I don't mind doubling up at safety and getting Kirby Joseph. It's a little early to take him. Sky Moore, yeah, everybody's all over the place on wide receivers. Like Sky Moore, it's like I've heard good things about him. Maybe we can watch some of his tape later, but I'm really big on Kyle Phillips at that point in the draft. Is Anderson left? No, Asmoa is. Oh yeah, Troy Anderson from Montana State. I'm hearing a lot about him. But I really like Leo Chanel. You think Troy Anderson is better than Leo Chanel? I got to do more research, man. I'm hearing these names, but I got to do more research. Like, I do. I definitely do. I mean, this is a big pick, 88. We're still in the top 100. The drafter, Bernard Raymond. Isn't he an offensive lineman? Joe? Who picked him? Let's see who picked him. He went 71 to Chicago. Why do you think they're picking him? That's a name I haven't heard a lot. Oh, he's 6'7", 305 pounds, a large blocker who looms over his opponents. His length isn't proportionally elite, but he compensates with his visible athleticism. He's explosive off the line as a run blocker. I mean, the question is, can he play guard, man? We have 2 tackles. So can he play guard? We can't use a top 4 pick, one of our top 4 picks, on a guy we don't have plans on starting. I don't see it. But he's on the top of many boards. Okay, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they take a tackle. But what do they do? You create a logjam. I mean, you're going to draft a guy really high and you're not going to be able to play him, or you're really going to bench Becton, or Fant. I mean, I don't know if any of those guys can go to guard. So Anderson impressed at the Senior Bowl. I don't know, man. Look. There's so many ways to go here, and I guarantee you, Joe Douglas, none of us are going to be right. He's just going to take somebody that we don't know, like last year. It's going to be like, oh, we're going to be going crazy. We're having no idea who he took. Go for Strange. When you're strange, you're a stranger. Folks surrounding us. When you're strange, people remember your name. There he is, Cole Strange. Didn't we already pick somebody, though? I think we already picked Zion Johnson. How can I justify that, man? You see, that again, he's on the bench. Look, Zion Johnson. Who am I going to bench then? AVT? When you're strange, no one remembers your name. Maybe if he slips, we can get him later. I think that at 88, we still have to go position. We have to go need. We have to get a position of need. Who didn't we get? We got a wide receiver, tight end, guard, linebacker, edge, safety. We didn't get a cornerback. We didn't get a running back. Is there any running backs left that excite us? Algier, Knight, Ford, Rachaad White. I'm torn between James Cook and Rachaad White. Be honest with you. We can get both of those guys later, though. No point in going there now. Who do you like at running back? I like three guys. I like Rachaad White. I like Jerome Ford. I like Cook. I mean, there's a bunch of guys. Cook. Running back from Florida, Pierce. Where's Pierce? Pierce I can get later, though, if we wanted Pierce. I think it's a little too early for running back because I think some of these guys will be here, like Cook and Pierce. We're gonna have those options later, so it doesn't seem like it makes any sense. Like I'll happily grab Pierce later. He's a sleeper, man. No one's. I don't know if anybody's on him. I'm not panicking that he's gonna get picked in real life. You know, running backs slip in the draft all the time. I don't see Sky Moore in wide receiver. Sorry to say, but I do see my boy Kyle Phillips. Let's look at the big board again. Look at Anik Bear is still there. Wow, that's value. David Bell. He fell. He was up higher along Ferguson. There's a lot of quality guys, but we already went in those positions. It's a little bit sucky for us. Ruckert is gone. Let's see. Yeah, let's look at the tight ends, but Ferguson's still there. Oh no, Ruckert is there. You want to take Jeremy Ruckert? I'll take Jeremy Ruckert. Yeah, I'll do that. Let's make the tight end room go from the most pathetic room in the NFL to one of the great rooms in the NFL over the next few years. Okay, now we're at the 110. Okay, now we can start looking at those wide receivers. Who's still there? Wow, Eric Ezukanma. If Rusty was here, he'd be jumping out of his skin, screaming at me to grab this kid. Running back, we haven't gone running back. Running back, who's available? Ooh, James Cook is still there. Dameon Pierce is still there. Okay, I'm going to leave it up to you guys. Pierce or Cook? Pierce or Cook at running back? Oh. We're going to take Pierce, but we're going to wait one more pick. We're going to wait one more pick. Let's look at defense. Troy Anderson is still there. So I'm gonna take Troy Anderson now. I think there's a bigger risk of losing him. So let's take Troy Anderson. Now let's go back to running back. Let's see what other picks we have. 116, 140. Oh, okay, so we need to get a running back right now. Is he still there or did we lose him? Nope, Pierce is there. So here we go. We're going to take Pierce. Okay. So there you go, Grana. Grana, you're having a day, right? I'm making you happy right now. Okay, now we can look at defensive tackle. As long as there are quality guys in other positions, and I know we're going to need a defensive tackle eventually, but I am not going to cost us I'm not costing us a quality player for a tackle this year. Like, I'm tired of it. Like, right now, I'll look at defensive tackle. Okay? And look at that. There's a guy, I actually like Haskell Garrett. I don't know why he dropped. He's actually a good value pick here, too. He was ranked higher. He slid. I don't know what made him slide, but. Braxton Jones. Okay. Braxton Jones is what position? Don't know him. Jeffrey Reed, let me know what position Braxton Jones is. Let's look at the overall board. Oh, he's still there. He's a tackle. The question is do we take him before we take a defensive tackle? Because he's ranked right there with Haskell Garrett, right? So the question is what do we need more at this point in the draft? That's the question. Because we do need to bring in a defensive tackle in some regard. Like, we're going to probably lose Rankins and Fatukasi. We might keep one of them. I don't know about the rookie from last year, if we can trust him, Marshall or whatever his name is. You know? I mean, we could look at him in the next pick. I think we got another pick. I just think we have to bring in a tackle to be realistic. And Haskell Garrett can actually be good. Like, he might actually be a good, decent starting tackle someday. It's not, you know. I'm going to have to override and grab him. I mean, I might regret it. Let's see. We get to pick again. Let's see if Braxton Jones is still there. I'll take him if he's there. He's there. Calvin Austin is there. Okay, so it's between Calvin Austin or Braxton Jones. Yeah, I mean, Jonathan Marshall might be okay. We don't know. He's a rookie, right? So I'm not going to judge him. I mean, when he played, we were pretty bad. I don't know if it's his fault. I'm just saying he certainly didn't come in and help us be a run stopper. Let's just say that. So I got 2 votes for Calvin Austin, the wide receiver, over Joe wants Braxton. So it's 2-1, 2-1, 3-1. Okay, Joe, I went with some of your picks. I got to be fair. It looks like Calvin Austin got it. So we're going to have to take him. Did I get any late picks with my trade? Or are we done? That's sad if we're done. This is the hardest part. We're watching all the guys we'd want to sign in undrafted free agency go away. Okay. Well, let's look how we did. Remember, we're never all going to get what we want. We're never all going to agree on every pick. So we have to be open-minded. And then we have to look at the end of the draft and just look at how we did. So we have Aiden Hutchinson. We have Nakobe Dean. We have Zion Johnson. So starter, starter, starter. Trey McBride, starter. Christian Watson, who I think potentially could be a WR1. Man, that could be special. Elijah Moore, Corey Davis, and Christian Watson. Jeez. That's just amazing. I don't know if Christian Watson's a sleeper anymore, Jeffrey. The word got out. Yeah, like the Stones always said, you can't always get what you want. We got Joe Grana's guy, Leon O'Neal Jr. I don't know about him. I'm going to watch some tape. We got Jeremy Ruckert to complement McBride. Look at that. I love Jeremy Ruckert. There's a blocking tight end. That's not going to hurt. It's not going to hurt our running game at all. And he could slip out for passes. Troy Anderson at linebacker. We got to look at his tape. Damian Pierce. That's a Dom C guy. So I'm pretty happy about that. And then we get a Haskell Garrett. I'm surprised he's there at 146. I'm pretty happy he is. And then Calvin Austin at 163 is impressive. Gitmo Bob wants to criticize me, so let's see who we got. Who did we give the 10 away for? Now, Gitmo, there was no one left at 10. Just saying. So, So they took Kyle Hamilton. We kind of knew that. That's who they were trading for. And we got back 56 and 86. So we added a second and a third. It was the best offer we had. And we decided for this draft we were going to go for a good tight end. I mean, there was no one left after Hamilton. He was the guy. We could have picked Hamilton at 10. Or we decided that better than Hamilton is Nakobe Dean and 56 and 88. And then let's look at who we got at 56 and 88 to back that up. At 56, we got Christian Watson. At 88, we got Jeremy Ruckert. So who would you rather have? Nakobe Dean, Christian Watson, Jeremy Ruckert, or Hamilton? Like, who's better? Who's better? Nakobe Dean, Christian Watson, and Jeremy Ruckert, three solid contributors, okay, versus Hamilton. Even if Hamilton is a stud, if Nakobe Dean is a starting linebacker and he becomes our best linebacker in the future after CJ's gone, and if Christian Watson becomes one of a WR1 or 2 and is our big target for Zach, and Jeremy Ruckert ends up being a great tight end, and we have a 1-2 punch with McBride and Ruckert, I don't know how we're going to complain about this, about that trade. I mean, the evidence is right there. You just have to decide which would you pick. It's Hamilton or Dean, Watson, Ruckert. Literally. I'm talking like Green Bean now. Literally. That's what we just did. We just traded. It's the same thing as if we took Hamilton with the pick and traded him for Nakobe Dean, Christian Watson, and Ruckert. I think where we are as an organization, we need the 3 players over the 2. Well, you save some money signing the draft class. I think that this would be the smarter move when you're building a team with as many holes as us. You get the extra receiver you needed. You get the extra tight end, because I don't even know if McBride is enough. We have no tight ends, right? And then we bring in. We bring in Christian Watson, the wide receiver. I mean, it's a good trade. I take it all day long. I take that trade. I can't regret that. That would be a great deal. Anyway, I appreciate that feedback. Look at that, Joe Grana. He says this draft is absolutely phenomenal. I don't know if any of these are real. This was more realistic than some of them. I think the most unrealistic part of this draft is Aiden Hutchinson, right? But that could easily be Thibodeau, right? That could be Thibodeau, and the rest of this draft could be the same. Very possible, right? Just in case any of you got here late, Sauce Gardner was gone for 3. So I didn't... can't blame me. you can't blame or yell at me for passing on Sauce Gardner. I didn't. He was gone. Anyway, stop sharing. Now, something really scary happened. I almost got shut down when I played tape last time, but I'm still try to play some tape, but just hit the pause button more often. I want to look at Troy Anderson. So let's take a look. Let me look him up and see if there's highlights for him. You know how much Gitmo Bob puts into highlights. Okay. Let's take the guy's whole career, show his best plays, and pretend that's who he is. Okay. Okay, I'm going to have to hit pause a lot, guys. I don't want to get shut down. I'm going to need you in the chat to tell me if I get shut down, like right away. If it goes off, just put in the chat, hey, man, you're off. Hopefully it won't happen. Hold on, I just got to set it up a little bit here.
I told you a moment ago. I think Troy Anderson plays in the NFL.
Okay. So let me just set this up. Let me come over here. You guys ready? You getting excited to see this tape? We get to see this player. We're going to get to see Troy Anderson. Here we go, finally. That's what I need to do is combine the time I spend online with the time I'm looking at highlights and getting to know different guys. Not that you get to know them so well, but, you know. Darn it, I have to stop share. I didn't share sound. Let me share again. Share video file. No. Share screen. Share system audio. There we go. Share. Okay, guys. Are you ready? Remember, I can't go more than 9 seconds, according to Rusty Spooner.
I told you a moment ago. I think Troy. He plays in the NFL for about a dozen years.
Okay, I'm hitting pause. So somebody said he plays in the NFL for a dozen years. Cool. Kill the banner. Oh, okay, you're right. Boom.
Now, Troy Anderson in 2019 was first team All Big Sky as a linebacker. The year before in 2018, he was first team All Conference as their quarterback.
Okay. Career yards from scrimmage, 35-40. I don't know who they're talking about right now. Okay, somebody's getting the ball. Sorry, I got to hit pause a lot. Oh, I see what's happening. He's actually playing running back. Apparently, he's versatile. That's insane. He plays running back also? I think the banner's killed, right? Okay. No, what are you doing? No. Whoa, hey. Okay, so we're finding out that he can also play running back. I was confused because you didn't tell me that.
This season, has the ball again. Smooth, still on his feet, trying to the legs, and he may be on his way. Troy Anderson, touchdown, Montana State.
Oh, it's not letting me pause it. Okay, I'm gonna get thrown off air if it doesn't let me pause it. It's giving me a really hard time. Okay, I hope there's some highlights with him, you know, as a linebacker though. Yeah, I agree, Joe. I mean, having 2 drafts with this much capital in it is definitely how you build a foundation for sure. What is going on with this? Why does it keep doing that? I'm literally hitting the pause button.
9 this season.
Okay, so what's going on now? He's going to run again? Is he doing Wildcat? Is that him at quarterback?
Here goes Anderson. Stays on his feet. It's a foot race. You know who's winning that one? His third rushing touchdown of the game. That would be a nice throw.
Okay. So what's interesting about that is that he's lining up as like a quarterback and doing wildcat. So clearly what we're witnessing is like the best player on the team, right? He's just better than everyone on the field. He's like in a different level. I hope we get some linebacker footage out of this. Just saying.
It's a room, first down and more. Troy Anderson, maybe on his way. Troy Anderson at the 20. Anderson, touchdown.
Okay, so we know he can run. Can we play him at running back? I don't know if we would play. Look, JD loves versatility, but I don't know if he's like, I think they're gonna, like, once you come out of college, lots of guys, Montana State, they're gonna. If they pick him as a linebacker, they're gonna train him as a linebacker.
Montana State.
Don't get me wrong. He could be an emergency running back, right? He could be an emergency guy, a fullback. Yeah, he could be a guy we bring in the goal line. You never know, but I don't think that's would be. Now, is he number 15? Is he playing quarterback again?
Anderson away from it. And maybe on his way. They need one block. Anderson, touchdown.
Okay, so he's obviously very special because he was actually looking to throw. It's crazy. This guy is not a joke.
Second and 3 from the 43. There's Anderson, and Anderson's off to the races. Anderson will not be caught.
I will say this: it's not going to be this easy in the NFL, but at the same time, this is impressive.
Touchdown, Montana State, on only his second carry of the day. Anderson in there, quarterback. Anderson going to take it right up the middle, and here we go. Anderson inside the 30. It's a foot race now. Anderson down to the 1 yard line.
Just so you know, that's against North Dakota. Isn't that where Christian Watson plays? Oh my God. Young Spaghetti is still asking to be unblocked. Yeah, I want to see some tackles too, man. I'm waiting to see him on defense. Sorry about the constant pausing, but like a lot of you know, I almost got into a lot of trouble. So I have to pause it every once in a while.
Anderson, quarterback draw, got some room. To the 45, breaks the tackle to the 40. To the 35, 30. Anderson to the 10. 5, touchdown, Montana State. Hello, Troy Anderson with the answer.
All right, you got to like that. Am I still on, guys? I think I'm still on. So paranoid now.
That guy is amazing, Chris.
Okay, I'm going to fast forward a little bit. Maybe I'm sorry. I just want to get to some linebacker play.
Pitch, Anderson, touchdown, Montana State.
A third-team All-American as quarterback.
More than money and breathing. Give me a reason to keep repeating morning to evening. I'm not achieving if I ain't up the only one eating. I ain't slowing down because I'm and I'm greedy. Life goes round, better watch how you treat me. Rain pouring down, but I'm making the keys.
Okay, so he played both ways. Okay, this guy is sick.
A lot of fun over there. Kind of get to read and react. Kind of fit in with the linebackers and the defensive side of the ball. And so it's been a lot of fun.
1 year.
Maybe he realized I'm not going to make it as a running back or quarterback in the NFL. I better switch to defense.
Ago, Troy Anderson was throwing passes for Montana State. This year, he's catching them. The former starting quarterback for the Bobcats has been moved to the linebacker room.
Okay, guys, this is it. The moment you've been waiting for. We get to see him play defense.
Troy Anderson!
Baby, don't fall, don't slip. I'ma have to save her.
He's fast. I'll give him that. He's fast.
Third and 5. Sam Houston is 0-5 on third down. Schmidt cannot turn the corner. Troy Anderson.
I like it when linebackers shut down the corner. We need that on our team. Our defense needs people who can shut down the edges.
Oh, Duncan giving the Davis, and he is stoned. Davis over the right side. He's trying to get wide. He got it.
Knows how to tackle. Very fundamental for a guy who was playing offense the year before. It's a very nice tackle.
Troy Anderson. His name is Troy Anderson.
I'm on purpose like it's immigration. Opposition staring in my eyes. I'ma air it out.
He's back there.
Okay, what's going on in this game right now? Where's Troy Anderson? I can't find him. It looks like he threw the ball. Maybe a screen?
Dump off again. This time, practice stop.
Oh, we don't need that. We don't need a guy who could stop the screen. The Jets were so good at stopping the screen already. Being sarcastic.
I'll put you on if I need to. Little baby, you be safe in the streets.
Wow. I like it. I like it. He's quick.
This little cattle getting rage in the streets. They don't care about your age when you rage in the streets.
Okay, so we can use him to blitz too.
Those sharp legs. Is this time to go outside of the ball's loose? It's on the ground. Bobcat pass.
I love guys who cause turnovers. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. You guys still there? Am I still on? Very paranoid right now when I don't see the chat movement. It says I'm live. Everything's checked off. I think I'm still there. Okay. I'm gonna pretend. I'm gonna assume that I'm still here. Let me make sure. 'Cause I don't. Everything got stopped. No. I'm still here. Okay. Still alive. Just making sure. So paranoid that I'm gonna get shut down.
Why not? I mean, the guys have touchdown runs, touchdown passes. Do you want to be down?
I can't believe these red fields, different color fields now. Football's getting all crazy.
And roll. Now what you want to be, a touchdown. Loose ball is taken out of the air. Four after that penalty.
I gotta hit pause. So Anderson is right in the middle. It's the middle linebacker right now. He's reading the quarterback. You can see him. If you see him on the big screen like I can, you can tell exactly what he's doing. He's watching the eyes of the quarterback.
With 2:48 remaining.
And look at this. Guy makes the pass.
Intercepted.
I mean, he was reading that the whole way.
Troy Anderson got it. He's going all the way. 10-5. Touchdown. Devastate.
Love that, man. San Diego? Okay. It's not San Diego State, but
Another pick six.
I mean, we have to definitely acknowledge that this is a football player. This guy could be was a running back who's looked great. He was a quarterback who ran the ball like a lunatic. And now we're watching him just dominate on defense. I mean, I know it's not at the highest level, but this is pretty impressive stuff.
In the Wildcats starting from their own 45, pressure on the first play of the half, and they sack him back at the 40. Side of the formation. Bronson looks to throw, fires, and overshoots.
So you know what's clear to me? He's intelligent. He is an intelligent player. And that kind of thing could translate really well because he obviously has a lot of athleticism and he's very, very intelligent. He has really good football instincts. He's a football player. It'd be really interesting if we got this guy.
Targeted. Maybe years back here. Yeah, really come already in the backfield. And just able to get away. Bronson, but it's incomplete. The quarterback pressure initially came from Troy Anderson.
Everywhere you look, there he is closing in. You could see him. He's behind right now. I think he's this guy right here. See over here where I'm wiggling the cursor? I think he's coming in right now. Here's the running back here. Let's see how he closes the gap.
Tight ends on the left side. Here's a run. This is Dave Jones.
Yep.
This is left.
Running back changes direction. He changes direction. He was a running back, so he gets it.
He will keep it himself, takes it off, tackle over to the left, and runs right into Troy. And right across the radio dial. As he'll take the snap, look at a run here now as quarterback Zach Bird.
Yeah. You're not getting by this guy so easy.
And he will get about 3 yards that time. About a whole lot quicker on the left side. Troy out of the gun now. Morris looking to throw here on second down. It's caught, and he's wide open. On the near side, past the 50, down over the 40. Troy Anderson chasing.
Nice. Doesn't give up on plays.
From behind, will bring him down.
Did you see him going for that ball? I love that mentality. Friggle D says, told you this guy was an animal. He's also new to the position. He's mucho upside. Look, he's super smart and he's super athletic. There's no question about it.
The shotgun snap now. Morris will take it and keep it himself off the left side edge. He loses his helmet as he is hit by Troy Anderson.
Wow. Knocked his helmet off.
Almost intercepted.
He just simply seems like that guy that was like, you know, that person just in his town, whatever, that was just the best at everything. You know, he's the best guy to put at quarterback. He's the best guy to put at linebacker. You can put him at running back. He's just better than everybody else around him.
In and out of the hands of Troy Anderson with a quick 3 and out for Dresser Wynn and UT Martin. Their opening drive. Swinging out the screen game and nothing doing there. There's the All-American on 2 sides of the ball. Troy Anderson. The big fella. Player of the year.
The big fella. He is emergency quarterback, half and tight ends. Yeah, he could do it all. He could do it all.
In the conference, got off the block right there. He just plays well in straight their last drive before they did pin Montana State deep with that field position in mind.
6'4", 235. Look at this. Look at this. He is closing in on this kid.
Win underneath.
He just knocked the ball right out of him. Oh, he dropped it already because he felt the footsteps.
Understand why you might hear footsteps from Troy Anderson moving.
That's what I just said.
That's Troy, baby. He's been around. Defensive player of the year. You better locate 15.
On 2nd and 10. Schmid taking off with the lane.
I mean, look, you know he's not playing the competition like in Division One, that you play in Division One, but he's absolutely dominant. I mean, the fact that he didn't transfer, I guess it was too late because he was playing offense originally. This kid is outstanding, and now he's playing the best Division II team, Sam Houston. So let's see.
Patterson to Malott for 6. Now Malott to Patterson for the touchdown. Jet sweep for Noah Smith, an all-around weapon of the back.
Or is it Division 1A? I'm not sure. He's the multiple piece Salah Carbs. Yeah. I mean, Salah is the right coach for him. There's no question.
And a great open field tackle by Troy Anderson, a finalist for the Buck Buchanan Award, which goes to the best defensive player in the FCS.
Yeah, look, he's winning awards. See this play. Where is he? I think he's in the middle. Oh, I think he's go. He saw he saw it. He sees right here. He sees the ball come out to this guy. He was in the middle. His job is right now. Does it look like he's going to be able to get to a running back or a wide receiver on a little flat pass like that? He's thinking, all I got to do, look at the block here. His teammate's being blocked. There's a blocker over here, all the way on the sideline. He's thinking, I'm going to run right through here and right up, right? And look at the space between he and Troy Anderson right now. Look at the space. There's a lot of space there. This is obviously a fast player who's supposed to be able to get around. He's not supposed to be an issue right now. Let's see what happens. I never saw this. I'm just guessing at what's going to happen. I think that he's going to close the space and shock everybody. Absolutely amazing. The announcer was saying open space as Anderson was closing the space.
Third and 5. Sam Houston is 0-5 on third down. Schmidt cannot turn the corner. Troy.
They're 0-5 on third down. Now they're 0-6 because of Troy Anderson.
Anderson holds him down. One of the best linebackers in the country.
And it's turning. They pressing me like pressure plates. Peer pressure probably is what.
Yeah, can you imagine if he played for Alabama? Everybody says, oh, but he didn't play against elite competition. But what if he was playing on Alabama? Well, how would that look? Yeah, I know. Hey, Aiden, we'll get up to those, Watson. We've done it. You know, we've played them. I'll play him again. I could watch Christian Watson all day.
As you can see right there, Troy Anderson makes sure that he sets the edge, he sheds the blocker. Great play. Now brings up fourth in the home game.
Look, I mean, they're the 8 seed beating the 1 seed. And they're doing it because of this kid.
They have scored 12 in a row. Jefferson the spin. He's tossed down.
I mean, we're watching him dominate this team. There's so many plays he's making. This is what I love to see. This is not just a highlight where it's one play from every game. The last 6 plays have been from this game. So he's playing against the best in his conference, the best team. They're supposed to lose probably. They're playing on the road to the number 1 seed team, 11-0, and this kid is dominating them.
Loss of a couple. Troy Anderson at the heart of the play as usual.
In the middle of the field, and this is great penetration, and it's just short of the end zone. I think that's a good call. I think.
Is there anything that he doesn't do? Is there anything he doesn't do?
Flicker now. To Adey, blockers in front. Adey, fastest man on the field. This is such a smart football player. He started out his career, as we mentioned,
I don't get it because they said fastest player on the field. He obviously didn't make the tackle, though, because they didn't show the end of that play. But, hey, he was running past everybody, so you take him over Moomer and Chanel. I could see taking him over Chanel. I don't know about Muma. Maybe. I mean, it's hard to gauge completely because Muma's highlights look pretty good too. But I'll tell you, I think by like scheme type, the one thing that I worry about with Chanel is that he's a blitzing linebacker. All his highlights are blitzing, and going behind the line of scrimmage. And that's just not the way that's not our scheme. So this guy fits our scheme. This guy looks like he can cover. This guy is a run stopper, cover both sidelines. He's sideline to sideline. He reads things. He's intelligent. He'll help read the screen passes. He is exactly a fit. I mean, he's a perfect fit for us. He really is. This is a perfect Saleh fit. Because, the defense, the way it's schemed is you got to be smart, instinctual, high football IQ. This is the guy. I like this. Gitmo says, have to go, Jeremy. B- draft because no quarterback and only a mid-round safety. The edges help a lot. Gitmo, you can't do every position. There's not enough picks. What do you want from me? You're driving me crazy. What if we signed a cornerback in free agency and already had a safety signs? What if that's what we do with our money? Then it's an A, right? It's an A. It's an A. Okay. We need run stoppers. I agree, Mess. This is the run stopper for sure.
He's even punted as a Bobcat. But in this game, they won't hit the focus. His linebacking duties have already.
Again, I apologize for the constant pausing, but we're not getting shut down here.
He has definitely paid dividends. One of the best defenders in all the FCS.
Oh, I'm so paranoid. 9 seconds. I'm like counting it down. Well, that was sweet. This is exactly what we need. If he could translate this to the NFL, how many times did we see the Jets just give up touchdowns right here? Because there was too much space and nobody was there. The other thing we're forgetting is he has CJ for at least a year to mentor him. How does Joe Douglas not fall in love with this?
Number 15 of Montana State. Oladokin dumps it off. Nice catch.
This guy is a screen stopper. This is the guy we need. There's nothing that killed our defense more than screen passes last season. And this guy might really be the answer. All world.
Was great in the first half. He goes in motion, and it's strong following Kraft, and that
I just can't believe how many plays this kid makes.
right side one. Jump off again. This time Kraft to stop for maybe a yard.
He's just dominating this game. Every game. This is what I love. So many guys, people will recommend, look at this guy, and you see his highlights, but then watch a game and look at the overall impact on the game. This guy is just everywhere.
Troy Anderson, the all-world linebacker from Montana State.
Honestly, you know who he reminds me of? And a lot of you are not going to know this reference because it goes back a really long way. This is Lance Mel. This is the linebacker. When I was a kid, the Jets had a linebacker. His name was Lance Mel. And this is what I'm seeing in this kid.
Lost some people on the way.
Here's the second half. They go back to the ground, and here Strong didn't like what he saw to the left.
Jeez. He just looks dominant. He's a dominant guy. And when we play a 5-2, he can sit there and line up with CJ, and that's just it. You could afford to play a 5-2 if you could afford to play a 5-2, and we got killed doing it at times. But this is who we need. If we had CJ and this kid Anderson on the field, we could play that 5-2. We have the speed. We have the instincts for the two of them could stop screens, plug the holes for the run.
Troy Anderson was there all third down. 5 catches for 74 yards today for Kraft. Davis bounces off the defender. He will bounce out of the
Look at that. You do not bounce off. I love that. You don't bounce off Anderson. It's great.
Is everywhere.
The reason why he's thought to be one of the best defenders. It's a player of the year in the Big Sky, 10 tackles. That's the game.
10 tackles. He is absolutely a beast. Well, Quincy Williams is fine. I just don't want to rely on him. Like, I like Quincy Williams to come in when we play 3 linebacker sets, and I think Quincy can get better. I don't think he's good enough right now. I think he's too inconsistent. He makes horrible mistakes. So he's like a very hit or miss. He makes great plays and he makes crappy plays. If we develop, there's no question. As a pickup, as a waiver pickup, he was amazing. Like, better than you could ever dream or hope for. I agree 100%. To be the guy for us, to be a linebacker for the next bunch of years, and to be a guy that's going to help win us championships, he's got to be consistent. We've got to get rid of the missed tackles and the misreads and the things he doesn't do well. But don't get me wrong. Quincy Williams is still young enough, and we got the coaching staff that can develop him. You know what I mean? But, I'm with you, man. Lance Mel. My God. I loved him, dude. I loved him. People don't talk about Lance Mel enough. People forget about Lance Mel. Lance Mel was just an amazing, amazing linebacker. Yeah, I know. I'm not going to forget. I want Quincy Adams to stay on our team. I want him to stay on the team. I like him. I think he was a great pickup off the trash heap. I think Elijah Riley was a great trash heap pickup also. I do.
It's been all over the field.
Yeah. He's going to run again. You knew what was going to happen the second he made that decision.
You got to be careful there. Anderson got fouled. Can't really have a hard time making an impact on this game.
Okay, so where's Anderson? Oh, there he is. He's back there looking confused, right? I think that's Anderson back here, possibly. He's easy to find because he's so big. I think that's him back there. Let's see what happens.
Miller fakes the run.
Okay, so now he's running. Okay, so that was him. He was playing back. Here's the first down right here. Here's the ball right over here. You'd think that this guy's going to catch the ball, and by the time this guy gets over there, he's going to get the first down, right? That's what we're thinking. He's going to get the first down, but I'm thinking something else. He is lightning fast. Hey, Green Bean, we're looking at Troy Anderson, and he is spectacular. Let's look at that again. This is probably we've seen a lot of impressive things. This might be the most impressive thing for me. Honestly, this might be the most impressive thing I'm seeing in this guy. The speed in which he can change directions is just unbelievable to me. You're going to go on every single account that you're subscribed to me on? Okay, let's watch this again. Wouldn't that be nice if when quarterbacks take off and run again, we can actually stop them?
Anderson, you got to be careful there. Anderson got a foul. Can't really have a hard time making an impact on this game. Miller fakes the run.
Here we go. This is what I love. Here it comes. Right? How are you going to stop this now? Look where he is. You can't stop this. It's a first down. He's catching the ball in this one. He's actually catching the ball in this one. And where I stopped it. He's 2 yards away. Watch how fast he gets there. Watch how he closes this space. That's amazing. Okay, we're going to take a little pause, and we're going to show Green Bean that draft. Okay, Green Bean, you ready to see the draft we had tonight? I didn't get to draft the first time I was on Green Bean because I had to leave to go on Payo Time show. That's why I came back on live. Plus, my wife's doing some work, so I was lonely. Okay, let's look. We got Aiden Hutchinson N'Kobe Dean, Zion Johnson, Trey McBride, Christian Watson, Leon O'Neal, Jeremy Ruckert, Troy Anderson, my new hero, Damian Pierce, Dom C's running back, Haskell Garrett at tackle, Calvin Austin, the rising Calvin Austin, wide receiver. Pretty sweet, huh? Pretty sweet. You got to like it. You got to love it. Anyway, you got to go record. You see, man, you see how busy Green Bean is? That's why you got to do Patreon. That's why you got to support this guy. It's 10:30. No. It's like 8:30 for him in Arizona. And what is he doing on Friday? He's got to go record, right? That's why we get the great content from him. That's why I love all the guys that do super chats. All of you that join his Patreon. Look, those of you who can't afford it, like we're not all in positions where we can just give money away and everything. The sub, the views, that all helps. That's all great. Those of you that can be part of his Patreon, those of you that can do the super chats and everything, it's a tremendous help. It's a big deal. Okay, if we want to get that level of content and that kind of quality of content from this guy, then we have to take care of him as best we can. We have to help him out so we can keep this thing going. So don't forget to join his Patreon. Do super chats if you can. Make your contribution. It's not easy to drive around the country. It's expensive, dude. So help out our guy, okay? It's worth it, man. We pay for HBO. We pay for all those other channels. And I have a feeling like me, most of you spend a lot more hours watching Green Bean. So. Wow. I like that hit. That was a nice hit. Wow. That's right. Tier 1 is only $5 a month. I once said it right.
On this Montana State football team. Bobcats have not had a player drafted since 2016. It's been a while. He's going that streak.
Gotta keep pausing it. They almost shut me down. So we'll keep pausing it.
He's going to be drafted.
Do you see how he tackled him so he couldn't get the first down? This guy is a genius football IQ wise. Like, you want to see when you talk about football IQ and you talk about a smart football player with great natural instincts. This is the best I've seen of all the tape, of all the players. This is the best number one player in football IQ and instinct that I have seen without. So I am now a fan of this kid.
Dragged down right before he got to the first down, marked by Troy Anderson.
Oh, did he switch numbers? Oh, no, there he is. 15.
He's one of your all-time greats. He was a great running quarterback a couple of years ago when he was a starter.
Well, the closest thing we could do to getting together and watching a game, Jeffrey, is to, aside from actually doing it maybe one day, but is go on to Jets Nation during the year, and me and Green Bean do the. I'm hoping he's down to do it again. With me, let me on. We were doing we were covering the games together on Jet Nation, Jets, and doing the live football watch parties. So it was a lot of fun. So that's not a bad thing, not a horrible substitute. We can all hang out and watch the game together on that channel. And if I don't know if you're in the Virginia area, but one day I do hope to get to Virginia and watch a game with WA2K99 and Green Bean and anybody else anywhere close to that area that wants to come and watch a game with the Virginia Jets fan club.
And a third-team All-American football season. That lasted 1 play.
I want to show you that lesson. Think about it. They tried to get their starting right linebacker.
You do go there? Good. I'm glad you do. No, but I'm with you, man. I would love to go to a game, like all of us. Wouldn't that be great? I couldn't get there. I couldn't fly across for the opening game last year, but I was so jealous when I saw all those guys there together. It was just amazing. Yeah, I went. Oh, you weren't there last year. The watch parties are fun, man. The watch parties are fun. Me and Green Bean trash each other. He gives me a lot of shit. Like, you'll love it. It's great. And sometimes I'm a few seconds ahead of him, and sometimes he's a few seconds ahead of me. It's really funny.
Jet sweeping. Talk about a pure football player. This is it. Freshman of the year as a running back.
So, big freshman of the year, started running back and linebacker. 2018, 21 rushing touchdowns, school record. 11 starts at quarterback. 2021 Big Sky Defensive Player of the Year.
2018 rushed with 21 touchdowns now, one of the best linebackers.
Let's watch this. Whoa.
The other side for Troy Anderson, his incredible Montana State career, will always be a legend in the history of that program.
Okay. I like it. Stop sharing. I like it. Love me some Jude, too. You like Jude? Jude Jets? He's great. Minnesota is the perfect halfway point between New York and California. We could all go to that game next year. That would be interesting, man. I'm trying to remember which airline from used to go to Minnesota. Was it Continental? But they're United now. I remember when I had to go for business, it was like one airline that you could ever find a flight on to get to Minnesota. If I remember correctly, it was Minnesota's like 20 hours. Where are you, Jeffrey? Oh, I'm sorry. You guys are way behind. You're talking about Jude. Yes. Jude is a great kid, super smart. He's the future of YouTube content for the Jets. Like, he definitely is. Kid's a little stud. I'll have him on. He'll come on, I think. I think he'll come on. I was a little worried because I didn't know how it worked with kids. But I think if you're staying on topic of what the site is about, and it's not about him being a kid, but it's actually about the Jets, I think it's okay and you're allowed to do it. So, yeah, I'll definitely get Jude on. I'm looking around because I have my window wide open, and man, I think there's like mosquitoes in here or something. Something flew by and hit me on the head. I feel like Green Bean when he's in his tent. He once got hit by a bug, I swear to God, that looks like it weighed a pound. Like, you could see on the screen this giant bug fly into Green Bean's head. I'm not kidding. What's this? I'm just joking. I'll be going to a Vikings game, but it's a long way for everyone else. Oh. He definitely knows this stuff. Hey, man, California's beautiful. I don't know if the Jets ever come out here. Who they're playing, I got to look at their schedule. I think they're going to Seattle, right, to play the Seahawks. I don't want to get killed, but, man, that would be a cool game to go to. I can fly up there really easy. My niece lives – she's now married, so it's my niece and nephew. They live in Kirkland, Washington, not far from Seattle. So I could actually go there, stay with them, and then go to the Jets game. I just don't want to go alone. So that's the problem. I would need to connect with some other Jet fans and go. Seattle's not a very violent place, I don't think. So I think it would be safe, but I don't know. Oh, I got lost for a second there. Internet. Lost my internet. That's crazy. Huh. Anyway, that'll about wrap it up. Guys, thanks for staying on. I'm going to go down and watch some TV. And I don't know, hang out with my wife a little bit. Man, today was a long day. I was on a lot. But it was fun. They refunded the police. Okay. I'll stay away from Seattle then. You gone, Jeremy. You gone, Jeremy. You gone, Jeremy. You gone. I don't know if it's a spelling error, but I don't know. But I don't know if those places are violent, dude. I'm not. My niece is not having any problems. I think hopefully that stuff is behind us, right? I hope so. I hope there's no violence left anymore. I know that there are. Cities are always violent, but I hope that there's no problems there. But she lives out in Kirkland, so whatever. I think she's safe either way. She's surrounded by other tech people. She's in a good neighborhood, good house. It feels like you're in the country. So, hey, you got Vader. Got there. Cool. That makes me feel good, man. I'm glad it made it. Cool. Thanks for letting me know that. Cool. Okay. Your internet started. Yeah. Oh, that's what you meant. Yeah, my internet went down there for a second. Guess I'm Chaos Bean. I'm outside at my mailbox. Awesome, dude. Enjoy it. I don't know if you're going to take it out and play with it with the kids and stuff or keep it in the box. Whatever you do with it, enjoy it. I'm glad that you won. Oh, for getting to 300. When is the giveaway, Jeremy, for getting to 300? We had it, dude. The 300 giveaway happened on Tuesday. I went on the Jets panel, not on the panel, but I was in the chat trying to market the hell out of it. I'm sorry you missed it. We gave away a bunch of shirts, but don't worry. I'm at 311, I think now. So there's going to be a lot of shirts given away at 500, but there's also going to be other giveaways too. Like, are you into Star Trek? Because I got an Admiral Spock. And as soon as we get up to one day, this stream's going to hit 50 and we're going to give this Spock out. There's going to be giveaways, man. I'm going to just surprise announce them. So keep your notification bell on. Like one of these days, I'm going to jump on Green Bean Show. Or I'm going to jump on 24/7 in the chat and get them to say it out loud that, hey, I'm giving away a Joe Namath card. And I'm just going to give away an 89 Hall of Fame Pro Set Collector Hall of Fame Joe Namath card. That's probably worth only a few bucks, but it's worth more than that to us. It's in mint condition. So there's going to be opportunities to win things. I fell into a lot of stuff and I got to get rid of it anyway. So I could either sell it or I could use it to build the channel. So, and help excite people and get people to the channel. I decided to do that. Anyway, guys, good night, good night, good night. I will leave you with this. Oh, yeah. Go. Amazing. That's my boy. That's my boy.
He breaks away from a sack and completes the pass for first down.
Kittle just may have made the most amazing catch.
He fights for the first down and gets out of bounds, too.
It's no good. Overtime. Oh, what a catch. How do you drop that? What are you, Jamal Adams? Touchdown.
This is a touchdown all the way.
He reached over the pylon. San Francisco beat Cincinnati.